you're gonna
I was flying to a show. It was early morning downtown Toronto at the airport, and I was hungry. And I was walking into the bookstore, and I saw a book I really wanted to read about real estate. And I didn't have much money back then. I was struggling. I didn't have the money, and I was hungry. And I was just like, man, how do I justify this purchase? How do I justify this purchase? I got a flight. I don't remember where I was flying to. But all I know is that I chose to not eat so that I could get the book and get the knowledge instead of the food that would be gone. And I want to tell you something. There's something called lifetime value of that knowledge that I bought. By buying that book and reading that book, not only did it help make the hunger go away when I was on the plane, because I was so inspired to read this book. I felt like something switched in my mind, that I was trying to get out of poverty. I was trying to get out of this, broke mentality. I was trying to grow and learn, and I only know what I know, right? And so that's why I pick up a book to read, to get one idea. And I'm telling you, in that book, I can't remember the name of the book. It was a Canadian real estate book, but I know it gave me and my wife so many ideas that changed our life and continue to change our lives today. And that's why I've always been a proponent of online courses, education, books, learning stuff. One idea can totally change your life, and the lifetime value of that is now forever. I'm taking that with me for years. And I put off the bacon Gouda sandwich at Starbucks or Tim Hortons or wherever I was going to eat. I put it off. I delayed the gratification so that I could get that inspiration now and get that knowledge that has now changed my life. That bacon Gouda sandwich only would have changed my life for a moment, but now I've got the information that has changed my life forever. And so I'm trying to get a mindset switch with you here to keep educating yourself. My man Myron Golden says the difference between rich and poor people is rich people educate themselves while poor people entertain themselves. And I'm not saying you can't have video games or whatever, but the point is, if you're in a difficult situation financially, you shouldn't be owning the latest iPhone. You shouldn't be going to the movies. You shouldn't be going to Netflix. You should be educating yourself and getting yourself out of that situation. What are you doing to learn, to grow, to provide more value? I knew what it was like every single week where I had to try and come up and pay the bills. So I was hitting the phones. I was hitting the emails, reaching out. Because when I went from 5 days a week to 4 and I took off that Friday, that wasn't such a big deal because I was, playing shows and I was keeping the income coming in. But when I took that second day a week, and all of a sudden I think I had maybe Tuesdays and Fridays off. I can't remember. It's been so long now that I actually quit my job. But I remember just being home alone and all of a sudden not having the same amount of income. And I'm like, dang, dude, I got to replace this income. I got to make this happen. And that lit a fire under me. I was like, I got to get to work here. I got to hammer this out. I got to figure this out. And so I'm asking you, do you got a fire under you to make this happen, to change your family tree, to get out of debt, to build up your income and get your income level up? Like, do you want it? Are you hungry? Do you want to make a difference? I don't know why, if it was because I lost my dad to suicide when I was 5 years old, but I always had this hunger. Whatever I got into, I went all in. When it was playing marbles as a kid, I went all in. When I was collecting baseball and hockey cards, I was all in. When I got into skateboarding, dude, it was 1,000% all in. When it came to music, it was definitely all in. When I wanted to grow my business and change my family tree and get out of debt and smash that, so you all in? Let me know in the chat if you are all in. Leave a comment on this and say, I am all in. I'm going all in this year. Yeah, maybe 2020 threw you some curveballs. 2019 threw you some curveballs. But you're going to be relentless. Your hunger, your desire for change is worth going through the pain. I was hungry, man. I was hungry. Like, physically at that airport, I wanted to eat. I was hungry. But my success hunger was greater. The desire for change and wanting a different life was greater. And your hunger for success, your hunger for change has got to be bigger than these fleeting moments of gratification, whether that's food or the latest gadget or video game or entertaining yourself. Stop entertaining yourself and start educating yourself. Pick up from this video and get into action. Start moving. Do something. You know, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna fall. But that's a part of the game, man. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. I think I shared the story from Peter J. Daniels. I shared the story of me, the guy who was running in Australia. It's in my book, Fighter. I talk about it, but he's basically this runner that beats out all these other athletes. I can't remember his name, Cliff Young. And anyways, all the other athletes lost to this guy. And this guy was like an old man in his like 60s, and he won this incredible marathon. And at the end of it, they said, how do you beat a man that doesn't stop? You know, how do you beat a man that doesn't stop? Let me tell you, I don't care what industry you are in, there is no competition. Most people don't wake up early. Most people don't stay late. Most people don't grind. They just give it a weak little amount of effort and then they give up. They quit. There's no competition. Are you kidding me? There ain't no competition. You can win this. You can do this. You know, isn't it Dr. Dre? He's like, yo, no one's working harder than me. I'm going to be the first one to show up. I'm going to be the last one to leave. I'm going to put in my work, put in my time. And that's what I did when I was first learning how to do music, man. I was the worst out of all my friends, everyone I hung out with. But I kept on writing, kept on writing, kept on writing, kept on working at the craft, kept on working at the craft, kept on staying in the game, kept on reinvesting in studio time, staying in the game, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be music. You do whatever your business is. You keep showing up, keep surrounding yourself with people that are better than you, that are going to pull you up. If you are the best in the room, my friend, it's time to change rooms. You need to be around people that are going to stretch. You can't be always pulling everybody up all the time. You know, I'm not saying you can't help people. That's what I'm trying to do with you, trying to help you, trying to inspire you. But hey, if you're always the smartest person in the room, you need to get around, you need to change rooms, man. You need to be around people that are going to stretch you, think differently, read a different book, take another course that's going to cause you to think differently and grow. All right? You can't keep doing the same things over and over again. That's the definition of insanity. It's time to grow, my friends. Hey, I want to remind you that a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits.
Yeah. Sometimes, even when you feel like giving up, you just gotta live on. It all started at the age of 18. Just a young kid out chasing a dream. Streets was the hangout, every day kicked out. Caught by security telling us to get out. New route to the mall or my mom's house. Girls would call just to talk or to hang out. Good food, barbecue, playing Halo 2. I'm living proof of a dream come true. I remember taking pics of the city lights. Seen a guy get his lights knocked out and out his side. It all happened so fast we heard cop sound. This is a story of a kid from the downtown. I grew up on the north side, east side. No gang signs, yo, we only threw high fives. Skateboarder, faith in Jehovah. Stayed sober, skate straight, your little soldier to take over. Go trains to great culture, Range Rovers. Ride down to California. I'm rolling with my guy to a different lifestyle. Chick chick wow, who would've thought I'd be down? Looking at my life now, it's all good, understood. Where I'm going in Japan's my new Hollywood. A new look in my eyes, but not dollar signs. I thank God that he wiped away the hard times. I know I can move on, I gotta dream it. I know where I belong, come on and sing it. I know I can move on, I still believe it. I know I can be strong, come on and sing it. On. Yeah, me and you. Power up. Yeah. Alright. It's been over like 10 years now since the start of music. I never would have thought I could travel around the globe, see all these different cultures and people. It's crazy. All I know is I'ma keep on rocking it Walking with the head strong, full of confidence. I used to sing in the bathroom only. Now I sing at the shows with my homies. Get back to basics. Where I laced it, it's dedicated to all the haters. Hit record, you wanna take this. Patience pays, I stay on your station. Made it eating, cause seeing ain't believing. Speaking into being higher levels of freedom. Can't take the glory, cause son, it's not my story. He told me to say it, I'm his hands, do it for me. I've been alone, now I'm living on, living strong. Singing on, hey, 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 let it come. I've been alone, now I'm living on, living strong. Singing on, hey, hey, live on.